Alright, man, so what is up, guys? Airball here, and I'm back with another video. And this is going to be a video about 6'7" point guards on NBA 2K26. So, honestly, in the past 2Ks, tall point guards were kind of like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, tall point guards are actually pretty good. And this year, they might be coming back just because of, the SIGs and the max plus twos. So you can get Hall of Fame lane launch on a 6'7", 6'9" even. So, it's honestly going to be insane the things you can do with these builds. But without further ado, let's get straight in the video. We're gonna go point guard, 6'7" for the height. The weight is gonna just stay the same, and the wingspan is going to be 7'1". So we get a 90 mid range. We're gonna have 89, and 89 mid range will get us gold set shot specialist, which I think is gonna be pretty solid. So we're just gonna continue starting off with the finishing stats here. We're gonna have a 74 on the close shot. We're gonna have a 70 on the driving layup, and then we're gonna have a 89 on the driving dunk. All right, so 89 driving dunk will get us the pro contact dunks off 1, and also you can use +4 cat breakers to get your driving dunk up to 93, and that way you can get gold posterizer, which is definitely something I would do if you get cat breakers and then put your standing dunk up to a 40. So that way you can get a few extra animations that'll get you a few more standing dunks. The midi is going to be an 89. The three-pointer is going to be an 80. So honestly, pretty solid for the shooting here. you get gold set shot, which you can max +2 to legend if you wanted to, which I think is pretty broken. The fact that you can get legend set shot and potentially legend poster on the same build. Remember, you can use your build specialization, get a max +2. So with cat breakers, you can get a 93 driving dunk, you can get gold posterizer. So if you specialize in finishing, you get a max +2 towards one of your finishing badges, which you could put on posterizer, get it to legend, and then your regular max +2 tier 1 from the season rewards, you can put on set shot and get it up to legend. So you can potentially have those two badges on at the same time, which I think is going to be pretty cool. The ball handling is going to be an 80 or 85, actually not 80, 85. And what I would probably do is use 5 cat breakers to get it up to a 90, and 90 ball handling will get us gold hills for days, and we're also able to get silver ankle assassin with an 86 ball handle. So once you get your first 5 cat breakers, I would probably just put it on driving dunk, get it up to 93, and then use your last cat breaker on the ball handling to get it up to 86. And then when you get more cat breakers, put it the rest on ball handling to get it up to a 90. Speed with ball going to be 75. I talked about this earlier, that you can get Hall of Fame lightning launch if you use the max +2, which I think is pretty broken. You can't get an 86 speed with ball, so you might as well just go with 75, and that way we can get our lightning launch. The defense I really, really like on this build. We're going to have a 74 on the interior, so we're going to have post lockdown on bronze, which is honestly okay. The perimeter is going to be an 87. And with this, we want to use 5 cat breakers to get it up to a 92, and that way we can get on-ball menace, pick dodger, and challenger all on gold, which is very, very solid. The steal is going to be an 85, and that way we can get gold interceptor and silver glove, which again is something that I really, really like on this build. The block is going to be maxed out at an 84. So 84 block will get us silver paint patroller. So paint patroller will be very, very solid, and this is a tier 2 badge, meaning you can max +2 a tier 1 badge and have this as well. So you can potentially use your max +2 on paint patroller and get it up to Hall of Fame, so you can guard bigs and post scorers and all everybody like that. You're gonna have 84 block too, which is very, very solid. You can even unlock the interior takeover. I don't know how it's gonna be on 26, but at least on 25, if you have an 84 block, you can get the Rim Guardian takeover that gives you +15 to your block. So I don't know how it's going to be, this year. Maybe that takeover will be back. It probably will be. So you can get interior takeover, get a 99 block, but that's besides the point. Having an 84 block is still going to be very solid. And we automatically get a 59 just by going 84 on the block. So we might as well just go 60 to get that rebound chaser on bronze, which, again, pretty solid. The speed is going to be up here at an 83, and then we are going to have an 84 on the agility. So we're having 84 agility, which is very solid for playing defense and just moving around the court in general. I think moving laterally is going to be very important when you're playing with a taller kind of guard like this. So 84 agility will definitely help out with moving around the court and playing defense on especially smaller guards. If you're going to play the 1 on the 2's court, then you're probably going to be guarding other smaller guards like 6'2", 6'3", maybe 6'4". So you want to have that speed and agility to be able to keep up with them. The strength is going to be at a 73, and we just want to get gold strong handle, which would be very, very solid. And we also get a few other bronze badges, like here we get a movable enforcer, we get brick wall and bronze, we get box out beast too. So yeah, again, man, just having the good strength rating is going to be very nice. And the vertical is going to be an 80 to finish off this build. And I mean, yeah, even without cap breakers, I would say this build is still very solid because you don't really need them, to be honest. But it's always a lot better to have cap breakers because you can still get the pro contact dunks off one without cap breakers. But if you do get cap breakers, this would be the breakdown, like I said before, +4 on the driving dunk, +1 on the ball handling, +5 on perimeter. And I mean, yeah, just basically it. Just +4 driving dunk, +5 ball handling, and then +5 on the perimeter. So that'd be 14 cap breakers, I guess, to get, this build to probably its max potential. But even if you get more of them, you can still find ways to get +5 in your attributes. You can maybe even put it on speed. You can maybe find a way to get your steal to an 86, and then use +5 cap breakers to get it up to 91. That's if you get like 19 or 20 cap breakers, which I know most people won't get, but cap breakers are going to be very accessible this year. So just keep that in mind. Now, I mean, the max +2s, like I said, I would probably specialize in finishing. So we get a max +2 and posterizer, get that up to legend. And then max +1, probably physical finisher or float game, something like that, I think would be pretty solid. And then your max +2, tier 1, would either go to set shot or lightning launch. I think lightning launch will probably be better just because you don't really need gold set shot, or you don't need legend, because shooting will be a lot easier. There's going to be no RNG. So I would just keep the gold set shot and then have Hall of Fame lightning launch. And then your tier 2, max +2, put on a paint patroller or high flying denier, it's really up to you. And then your max +1, tier 1, maybe put on Hymns for Days. You could also put it on a pluckable or set shot. And then your max +1, tier 2, again, high flying denier, paint patrol is really your choice. But overall, this build is going to be looking very, very well-rounded with pretty good shooting. Obviously, it has great defense. You get great finishing, and the ball handling is going to be very good. The only downside of this build is the pass accuracy, but I think, with a 60, you'll be just fine. You'll be able to get the ball to your teammates. And this is really an ISO build, so you won't need that much pass accuracy. Trust me on that. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to post more on this channel, especially when 2K26 comes out, so make sure to stay tuned for more uploads. But yeah, this is Airball. Peace.